What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Show. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Death Stranding. Initially, I was going to leave the private room, go grab some, some of that, those lost packages that we saw at the end of the last video, and then head back to Capital Knot City and deliver them. Well, as soon as I went out of the private room, we're gonna get one of those like BB scenes where we get to see Mads Mikkelsen. So I decided probably should back out, and because this game auto saves like every 20 seconds. Yes, that's a little bit of a over exaggeration, but I'm serious though. This game auto saves a lot. Thanks for delivering those rare materials, Sam. Everyone at the distro center really appreciates you coming through for us. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, though. The bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once, though. Auto charger should kick in after. Sorry if we got your hopes up. And I've got some more bad news for you, too. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that that everything that's produced gets put to the proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart, the whole world even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Batten. I'm going with Batten. That sounds better. Over at the way station, he used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest deliveries. Keep bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're a bit short of materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us put that to rights. We're counting on you, Sam. Oh, yeah, this guy. Okay, that's what they were talking about. Sam, the man, our savior. Things are looking up. Way station, everything feels better somehow. Okay. Just got putting signs of the porters and whatnot. After a while, some guys got too scared to even set out foot. When the central went up, I told myself, blah, blah. I'm just kind of skimming through this one. Okay. So basically he's a giant coward. Okay, so we can do it by sender, important mail, all. Okay. So not really anything too terribly important. But yeah, like I was saying though, this game auto saves a ridiculous amount. Apparently a lot of people's like the save file for this game, if you go under storage or everything in the PS4, is over a gig. Which most games it's it's rare to see. I think 500 megabytes at most, but this one it can go over a gig because it just auto saves so much and doesn't overwrite very often.
Everything in your power to save BB.
We are, but we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Sam, check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
I could do that. Or I'm actually going to head over here and make some deliveries real quick, though. I am going to manage my cargo just because I want to see. Okay, there's some lost cargo. It's biofuel. It's going to Baton. Alright, just kind of auto. See how everything... Okay, so it puts that stuff on my shoulders. Yeah, we're going to pick up a bunch of stuff, so I think, yeah, putting that on my shoulders for now works. Yeah, my boots are pretty messed up. I wish I could craft more.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Well, I was going to go that way anyways. Alright, so what are the orders? Yeah, okay, so that's recovery, chiral printer interface. Let's collect chiral printer, or chiral crystals.
That distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Hartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees. If you see any deposits, you should go out of your way to gather them, especially since folks with dooms are the only ones that can, provided they have the necessary equipment, that is. I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Hartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles, ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity to see it. Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we understand them.
Oh, sorry. Oops. Oh well. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that mission on. Yeah, collection of the chiral crystals. As far as the other order goes.
I've added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
Alright, speaking of PCCs. There we go, we'll throw it on the hip. Let's head out.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. The surrounding rocks.
Yeah, that's not disturbing.
Float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Watching this stuff like attached to the sides of my suit just looks weird. I look bulkier than I think I actually am. Alright. I think they talked about that bike. So we're gonna need to recharge the battery before we can even use it, and I believe those weird handprints are the...
Sam, Chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your Ultradeck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, I've got this PCC. You know, next time I gotta cross that river, I'm gonna consider just dropping a, Oh, shit. Wrong button. What was I saying? Next time I gotta cross that river, I'm gonna... consider dropping a ladder. It's probably the safest way across, as opposed to trying to go across it. Because every time I keep getting kicked in the teeth with my, my stamina going out. Great.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I'm still gonna try and grab a lot of that. Yeah, I don't want to cross there. Not with the BT right there. the my sensor's not going one.
Breathe easy, Sam. You're clear of BT territory.
Oh.
The Death Stranding's to blame for all of this. The gazers, the fall of America, everything. It warped the world beyond recognition. Humanity had to scramble like rats fleeing a sinking ship. But there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah, I'm going back into BT territory, by the way.
We're to survive, we need to find another way. A way to overcome the BTs. The Death Stranding, the whole damn mess.
Come on, come on. Keep calm, BB. Okay, I'm gonna run a scan. I'm not seeing any of them around me just yet. Alright, yeah. I gotta drop this thing. It's way too much weight. Spending all this time out here degrading all the of course, though, that's got to go all the way back to Capital Knot. Sam, stop being a coward. Jesus. Okay, okay. I'm just trying to get a handle on where these bastards are. There's so much tension in just picking this crap up. I love it. pretty much got everything over here. Oh, cool, because I picked it up and put it down. It's marked. Okay, that's cool. Thank you for showing me that game. And it's resins. I got some metals up there, which I can grab on my way back. Okay. I'm gonna guess the BTs are behind us now. Alright. Okay, that means we can relax a little bit. Crap. Alright, what are we carrying? Okay, this resin is getting offloaded. Just see here. Okay, container damage to this backup fuel is not good. It's metals. Okay, so far we... Okay. There we go. Kind of reshift everything a little bit. Alright guys, yeah, as you saw, we just got scans as we're in mule territory, but I'm not carrying any cargo because I've dumped everything off. I'm serious, I've been running around for about 40, maybe 50 minutes just delivering shit. And I found some stuff out. Apparently, you know, like the stuff that we had to offload because it was too heavy. Apparently, if we get too far away from it, it's lost forever. It goes to another like if we were online, it would go to another player's world so that then they could find it as lost cargo and deliver it. Really neat way of doing things, if you ask me. So there's that. Apparently also with one of these other things, that porter rank, you know how it keeps going up every time I ask what the hell that screen is. You know, it's, I think we hit like level 30 or of whatever the porter rank is. And, so now I can actually carry more because, one of the individual, things of that star got to a certain level, I can now carry more. So I can, I think, carry 125 kilograms now instead of 120. So it's a nice little... Great. It's gonna sneak up and stealth him, but... Yeah, he's running from the rain. Yeah, they all are. You can probably put the strand away. I'm probably not going to need it. It's going to kind of stealth fight him, but I don't have to. Yeah, like I was saying, I can now carry more. So, in a weird way, you could say it's their RPG mechanics in this game with the way that actually taking packages and delivering them it's grinding in a way. It's almost like grinding experience and levels in an RPG. Even just delivering stuff, it builds your connection or whatever with the characters, and they give you stuff. Sometimes it's just now I can make, you know, like my I can make my hats a certain color now, or I can do this, or I can do that. It's some little goofy things, But let me guess. Yeah, we aren't connected to the chiral network over there because, you know, this is the end of the connection with the distro center. Gonna head back, deliver these chiral crystals. Also, if you noticed, our boots, the durability went up, because I had to change them because the other boots that were apparently, you know, when we change boots, it literally changes them. It doesn't drop the already used pair, except the pair that we got on our back right now is completely shot. We might as well just destroy them. Looking around, see if there's anything to... Oh, cool. If you scan in the right place, you can actually see when you are about to enter BT territory. I've never noticed that. That's cool. This game's got a lot of really neat little details that... Yeah, I mean, yeah, Kojima games always kind of have some mechanics that you're like, oh, that's exactly how XYZ works, or this is how something else works, you know? I mean, something else that's kind of, I always find really cool about Kojima games is the fact that, when you figure out how a mechanic works, you're like, oh, well, that actually makes sense logically, like how that, you know... Shit. What am I saying? It usually makes sense logically how something... I'm sorry, I know I'm stumbling over my words here. I'm just trying to come up with exactly what I'm trying to say. It makes sense from a logical standpoint. It's like, oh, well, yeah, of course that's how that works. Or it's the way you interact with things out in the world. It's, oh, well, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Well, I feel like a lot of games, it feels like a video game. With Kojima, he finds a way to do something that's novel, that's weird, but at the same time, when you think about it, you're like, oh, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Sam, clear. Chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any chiral crystals you're carrying.
Cycle chiral crystals. Oh, it can only go 100 at a time? Or is it because they only required 100?
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Damn, son. That is a lot of crystals. Maintenance and R&D will both get their fill, looks like.
Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, I was talking about how Kojima games, like I said, they make sense in a weird way. And again, yeah, my weird travel. Oh, cool, container repair spray. Options, claim materials. Bridges guard. Distribution center west of Capital City has provided the following new hologram data. I'm not really sure what that stuff is, what the hologram data is. And my delivery time is about the one thing that never increases.
This is for you.
But yeah, whatever I was saying, it was something about just Kojima games and how his stuff is wacky, but at the same time, it makes a lot of sense. That's how I'll put it.
Cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Can you put some boots in my I'll bring one with me and carry it on my back. The other two, I guess I'll just carry with me as well. Basically, I'm going to put them in the locker. Well, no, it doesn't make sense to put them in the locker.
There is a correlation between elevated Corellium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was... What do I have in here? In storage, we have EX grenades. Oh yeah, it's that stuff that he wants us to throw at Okay, let me mess with some stuff. Okay, this ladder will go on the tool rack just because I think that looks cool. And bam. I'm carrying a lot. I only have one ladder, but frankly right now, that's fine. I need to also remember that I can craft things in this game really easily. Okay, so what I was trying to see is if the stuff from my private locker at Capital Knot carried over to this private locker. It does not. So that's, you know, one of those things that it's good to know. Yeah, frankly, I might as well recycle them. I mean, they're dead anyways. Okay, so now I can move all of them. Alright, so I might as well. Just dismantle those boots. They're basically dead anyways, like I said. God, it's weird every time I do that. And resins. Alright, now we can fabricate equipment. Unable to fabricate. Oh, that's right. They don't have the... Oh, so okay, so I can fabricate the spray. But to be able to do that, I'm going to need to go get that printer part from the mules. But we will do that in a second. I am going to just do some stuff in the private room, and we'll pick up, just like I said, in a second.
That should suffice. Glad to see everything's in good working order. Another of our new EX grenades, the number 1. So named because it contains a vaporized extract formulated from your urine. Compared to our first iteration, This EX grenade contains a higher concentration of your fluids, which should make it more effective against BTs. Whenever you avail yourself of your private room's facilities, we will collect the results and produce additional units for your use. So you needn't worry about, running out.
EX grenade number 2.
The latest in our line of EX grenades. I give you the number 2. As you may have surmised, this model was produced with various extracts refined from your fecal matter. We suspect that your regular consumption of cryptobiotes has led you to excrete certain compounds that may prove especially effective against BTs. If you would like us to produce more, you need only furnish us with the requisite raw materials via your private room's toilet. I look forward to your feedback.
EX grenade number 0.
Take a look. This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. It was just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon. I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise. The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
Alright, I figured out the twist. The game takes place on the moon. Got it. Alright. Let's find a new order. So I'm carrying all this extra crap on my back. Apparently we got a... Yeah, the EX grenade number 1. I think I really hope I showed that stuff. That was really funny when we found out exactly what this stuff is. It's condensed urine. Oh man, that's gross. Non-lethal anti-BT weapon. So we have no idea what these things do. I also want to know what the difference between the number 1 and the number 2 are. You know what? I'm going to stick with my number 0 grenades. Because we get numbers... I'm not sure if I kept the edit after the shower. But we... oh, shit, I also forgot to take the next order.
all the pending orders.
Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, so... There we go. Yeah, they keep handing me these PCCs and I just don't use them. Okay, didn't I say attach to the suit? Right shoulder. Oh, because I have to... Jesus Christ. Stop giving me these damn things. I don't use them for anything. I've got like 3 PPCs right now. And like, I'm afraid to store anything in the locker because I don't... What if I need it and I don't want to just... I don't know. I mean, I can just craft more. I don't know why I'm so... Because I'm a hoarder. That's why.
Begin scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Like I said, I know why I have this just incessant need to collect shit. Holy hell, this video's gone on for a long time. Alright, it's pretty much a straight shot. It's up the mountain. If you're thinking, well, AJ, it's really not that... The video's not super long. I'm saying that because I actually don't know how long it is after all the edits at this point, but...
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Oh, that's an attack. Interesting. Okay. What was I thinking? Right, at this point in time, yeah, I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I have just been... I spent about 40-50 minutes just... Sorry. Reading the tutorial. I spent about 40-50 minutes just collecting... just, you know, doing deliveries.
There we go.
And then I spent another little bit while we were in the private room. My mom came in. I'm not gonna lie. My mom came in and said, "Hey, here's dinner." And before anybody wants to say, "Haha, AJ still has his mommy make dinner for him," yeah, I do. It's awesome. Well, I'll say it this way. It's one of those perks of living at home. I'm also not a social person, you know, I don't really have friends or anything. That just really sounds depressing, but whatever. So, you know, I don't worry about bringing people around or anything like that, so.
We recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Alright. Just outside. Might as well drop one of these PCCs. Post box. Just trying to... There we go. Yeah, they wouldn't see this thing being built.
Construction complete.
Can I actually upgrade the structure? I'm carrying 21 chiral crystals. Ah, okay, so I have to actually be carrying it. Interesting. To be carrying the crystals and metals and... Oh, now I understand what I... Okay, so I recycle the things in those boxes, and then I can take the individual, like, chiral crystals or the metals or the resins or whatever out with me to upgrade structures. Okay, sorry. I've been wondering how this, like, upgrade the structure and everything has worked. God damn, I'm gonna put some of these PCCs. Put some of these PCCs in storage. Oh, it's sandalweed. Never mind. I'm like, oh my god, boots, boots. Looking really excited. All right, yeah. If I approach from the left side, actually, both those mules are carrying boots. So taking them out might actually be a good choice.
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Yeah, you know, I keep mentioning my whole thing with hoarding items and whatever. It's something that I think with this game I'm really gonna have to get out of the habit, and by that I mean stop trying to hoard. Excuse me. Stop trying to hoard all the you know, my crafting materials. Stop trying to hoard my, you know, my ladders and everything. I can always craft more. I can find more shit out in the world. Don't be so stingy. Oh, they can serve as temporary footwear. That's interesting. Oh, so you can even use them. You know, there's actual, like, stealth reasons why they'd be useful as well. Interesting. You know, there's a lot of extra shit out here that I can go collect. But before anything else, I want to take this guy out. I gotta wait for him to turn around. There you go. Make my move to that high grass. Ugh. I am Snake. Okay, boots favored by mule. The old-fashioned design isn't particularly hard wearing, and they tend to break fairly easily. And that's fine. I'll take them. Yeah, attach the boot clip. Just because it gives me a little extra something to carry. Or, just gives me that little extra something. What's he carrying with him? I think it's and more boots. Sorry about the dog. That's probably one of the big problems of living with other people. I don't know what she's mad at, but you know, that's why I like cats. Fairly quiet animals. Sneak around this guy. I'm not going to take his climbing anchor. I've got plenty of those. Knocked out. There we go.
Been busy?
And a lot of stuff to take. Oh my god. It's like Christmas. Okay. Okay, before I do anything else, there we go. Auto arrange. Yeah, I don't need any more boots. Yeah, the metals are too heavy. There we go. There we go. Use the mule boots for a little bit. Looks like a place I could maybe hide from Timefall. Yeah, it would be a lot of... Yeah, I'll find that memory chip or whatever the hell you call it later. You got way too much on my back right now to go on like a little hunting expedition. Yeah, again, it's like I said, I've got to take some of these tools and store some of it. Knowing myself, I'll be back at some point in time. You know, I backtrack so much while I'm playing this. Alright, hell, I've already backtracked so much while I played this, so.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary, damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off, but it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
You know what? Because I got... What is this? Yeah, I've got so much container repair spray.
Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified.
Cool. I don't know, I just thought I'd give that a shot, see what happens. So it's as simple as just point it. And I was also curious to see if it was like an AoE or if it could only be used on one particular piece of cargo at a time. But no, it's pretty sweet. Ah, I was hoping some of it would get knocked off my back. I just wanted to see it happen.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Alright. Deliver the requested cargo. Yeah, I think that's all for them all as well. So there we go. We're going to put everything...
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine, conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
Shows what you know. I carry 2 extra pairs. Oh, cool. So I can now build a bridge with the PCCs. Crystals can now be used at all UCA affiliated facilities. The amount of materials that can be used at the distribution center west of Capital City is increased. Okay, so the spray doesn't affect the actual cargo itself. It only affects the case. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. So there we go. At least now I also understand a little bit more how the actual cargo is used. Miscellaneous keeps going up.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive man's with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same could be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Alright, so that's got a new order for us. But first I'm going to do some inventory management. And we can also recycle some of the crap that we're carrying. Recycle that resin. These metals. Yeah, I don't want to do that with any of my grenades. Recycle those metals. Still like that little cutscene. I don't know why. I know it just takes up time. I don't need it. I love it. It gives me a sense of accomplishment, you know. It goes into the, you know, we see it go into the center, it lifts, it leaves. I like it. Okay, so then I can claim materials, chiral crystals, resins. Okay, and then so I can basically take them, put them. Okay. I understand how this works. All right, so I can take from the available materials that I have and put them on my back so I can go out in the world and use them in different ways. Okay. I understand that stuff. The private locker. Alright, yeah, I've got in storage already. I've got all those grenades. I've got 2. That container repair spray. It's still pretty good. I'm going to drop though, Yeah, I'm going to drop 2 container repair sprays. I don't need 2 of them. I don't need 2 of those grenades. Keep that climbing anchor. I'll store this one because I don't need 2 of those. I'll store a PCC. Keep 1 ladder. I keep the boots and the mule boots. I'll keep the mule boots I have equipped. Everything else will go into the private locker. There we go. There we go. A lot more streamlined. Everything looks a lot better. I'm debating if I should bring another ladder, but I think we're good. And again, now I'm going to mess with how everything sits. Manage the cargo. I can believe I can put everything on my back now. Carry that on the back, and the ladder I'll hang on the tool rack. There we go. There we go. Alright, it's telling me to check out this area.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying the foundation, after which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort.
Okay, that's cool. I like that it's not just a bridge. It's also you have to... You don't just get a bridge. You have to put in the work to reap the rewards of it. As in, you build the foundation, and then you have to keep building and building and building. I like that. That's a neat idea. Alright, yeah, I've got enough for now. Okay, close out. Take a look at what orders we have. So, power supply unit for the wind farm. And also wants us to construct a bridge. But you know what, guys? We will do that stuff in the next video. Mostly because this thing's gone on way too long and I don't want my computer to run out of space. So thanks for watching. As always, Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links, all that stuff is down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more next time. But until then, my name's AJ Gels. This is Time for That Game Channel. I'm out.